supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. Made the defense look slow that time. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in the national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Crucial third down play after that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Finding space at the 20. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Well, he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Handing off on the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job by this defense. Backed up deep in their own territory inside the red zone, but they get penetration to come up with a loss there.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Blue Devils offense heads back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Pitch play to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. It's a quarterback keeper. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He'll field the punt. South Alabama's offense back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? He pulls in the catch. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Using his legs, it's Paul.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. The Jaguars hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the second down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Short connection to the tight end here. Unleashes the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Duke. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They're going to run it. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the Jaguars line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And he drops back in the gun. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back to throw again. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
That's reeled in. It's Paul. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll bring them down just short of the 20. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result.
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. Offense has been the story of this first half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He's going to hand this off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Jaguars will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. And they get the second half started with their running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And that pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Makes a quick grab.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what they...
Oh, the returner fumbled it. The offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Well, that returner might not see very many more chances in this game. That's a real heads-up play by his teammates to recover the ball so the offense can keep possession.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Direct snap to the back. Powerful running into the secondary. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And they hand it off to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
Boy, the timing here is essential between a quarterback and a receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. And they go in front here in the second half. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The sure hands. It's Paul. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
The defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's looking deep here. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
The Jaguars will bring their punt team on the field now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They'll try the option play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go. Ball handed off. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Will he score here? Touchdown, Blue Devils. Still no answer for this offense. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter where the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball is not intercepted.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Crosses the 45. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Duke. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Jaguars will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback still with the football. Has the first down, still on the move. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
We go with a direct snap.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. They'll hand it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
And they'll set up with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down.
Let's go.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a first set of downs.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Fights off a defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This offense is still clicking. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Looks to the left, pass caught. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to put it down and run. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The sack sets up second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Jaguars pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has got hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Fighting off the defender. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a two-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Got a lane. Can he get in? They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He's running out of time here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Chris, that is a huge play for this defense. They come up with the sack, they push the offense back a bit, and most importantly, they let that clock keep running.
So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. So a chance to tie the game here in the final minute of play. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Alabama Jaguars.